Okay, today's video, we're going to talk about the eligible but limited Google Ads warning that you're going to basically see right there under the status column in your Google Ads account. This could be shown in the campaigns menu or under your ads menu itself. And it basically just to clarify, it literally says eligible and then parentheses limited after it. I'm going to tell you basically what this means and then what to do to actually get rid of it, because it actually does affect your results a little bit despite the literature, if you've seen that already, on what Google says it does. It doesn't affect your results a lot in a lot of occasions, but it still does affect it some, which is why you're going to want to get it taken care of, as I personally seen on our ad agency's clients' accounts. So what to do to get rid of this and make more money from your ads is the main topic of the video that I will go through, though, so you can, given that I want you to make more money when you watch my channel, this is a part of it if this is occurring on your ads. So for the most part, if your campaign or ad say eligible parentheses limited, this doesn't stop your ads from running. It just limits them a little bit. So, and when I say a little bit, this can be 20-30% in terms of its full volume. It does vary by situation, market, that kind of thing. If you want to average it out, 20-30%, okay? In other situations, your ads are not going to be affected at all, depending on what niche you're in specifically there, or at least as much as what they theoretically could run on their own. I'll explain more about that in a moment, but the best thing to do if you have this eligible parentheses limited warning on your, if you want to call it warning or status on your ads right now, is to appeal Google's decision, because if you hover over it and then click on it, it'll give you the option to appeal. Now if you appeal it and they turn you down and whatever they're saying doesn't apply to you, like let's say they say eligible parentheses limited, and then they'll say the reason why being like credit, and you don't offer any kind of credit to people, then you should contact Google support and ask them why is it their ad review system is still rejecting your appeal, saying this doesn't apply to you. If you've done that already and you want to be able to make sure your ads run as much as possible, not lose that extra 20-30% of clicks that you can get in your market for your keywords itself or your audience itself, then you'll want to call Google, because the actual like email-based customer service, chat-based customer service anymore, total crap. For the most part, that's what the average Joe is going to get, though. They're not going to be able to call Google anymore. Since the pandemic, Google's cut back on expenses. Like a lot of businesses, they realize, oh, we can just not bring this level of customer service back, and save money indefinitely because the standard's lower now. That's what's going on with Google. But if you need someone to call Google on your behalf, I can do that for you, because we have enough pull with Google that I can contact them directly on your behalf. So reach out to and through my agency to me, guaranteedppc.com. I'd be happy to go ahead and call them. As a courtesy, we can definitely do that for you. But beyond that, there's a couple other things to note here. If you're in the gambling niche, or you are running a drug rehab, your ads won't run at all if you've got this warning until you go through Google's certification program. And if you have went through it, it'll say eligible/limited forever, even after you got the certification Google asked for. So in terms of the maximum amount of times your ads can run, they will run, even though it says eligible limited. You're just not going to be able to do anything. Like for instance, in the drug rehab space, they want you to have legit script certification to run your ads. So with this legit certification, legit script certification submitted to Google, they'll let you run your ads. That said, they're still going to be limited to some degree, or at least what Google is going to tell you they're limited, but you can't do anything more to get them unlimited. It's just going to be there. That's the way that it is in the drug rehab space. Gambling will be the same way. If you're doing anything in the adult content area where, such as like if you sell adult toys, like, you know, dildos and that kind of stuff, which we've marketed or helped somebody that sold those kind of products before. It's going to show up as eligible limited. There's no way to get rid of it. It's always going to run on a limited basis. There's no way to get rid of it. But it'll run, you'll get, you know, a decent amount of traffic, but it's going to be the same traffic everybody else gets. So just know that going in if you're in those 3 areas, or 3 niches, if you will. Also, if you're anything in the housing, credit, loans, or job space, or spaces, you won't be able to, if you got this eligible but limited status on your ad or campaign, you won't be able to hyper target by age, gender, or income. Okay? So you can't discriminate, in other words. You can't say, I only want to have the ad show up for anybody over 35 years old, because Google won't let you discriminate like that. Same thing with the gender. You can't just do male or only female, which obviously, if you didn't know, you can do that in the targeting. You can decide that whether, you know, you show for male or female or both on your campaigns. Same thing with income level. You can also dictate whether your ads should show up for high income or low income users when you run any campaigns on Google. So you can't dictate that you want one individual income bracket to target. You have to target them all or nothing, basically. So even though it says eligible limited, respectively, you know, or with that, you will only be able to run all ages, all genders, all income. And you're going to lose a little bit of traction that you wouldn't have normally had or seen. Like I said, you'll lose an extra 20% of clicks as per what we've seen, just for the fact that it's eligible limited, which means you want to get rid of it if it's possible. But if you, you know, basically if you are already, you know, offering loans, there's no way to get rid of it. There's nothing I can do or you can do to contact Google to say to get rid of this eligible limited status on your campaign, because that's the niche you're in. If you're not in that niche and you've been unnecessarily tagged as offering loans, that's the time you want to get rid of it so you can get your extra 20-30% of clicks back. Okay? Also, obviously, to be able to get your hyper targeting options back so that you can get rid of, you know, users that are not in the top 20% of income demographic, for instance, which is a big one anymore to get campaigns to work in a lot of different areas. You got to go after the top 20% of income demographic, because people in the bottom 80% of income demographic, for the most part, don't have any money. Unless you're selling a $50 item, it's hard to make money because most people don't have $500 at any given time and then they have to wait till they get paid to buy, and then that's just a heck of a lot harder to do than somebody who has savings and can just buy anything that you sell at any time on the spot. So that's, you know, another whole other issue. There are ways to target income by income, by the way. I've got a separate video about this. If you are curious about this, let me know down in the comments and I'll point you to the video in question. Otherwise, you can search on my channel. But for instance, to get the income targeting back, even if you are showing up eligible/limited and you're doing anything in the jobs area, for instance, well, you would just target by zip code. The higher, you know, like if you wanted a top 10% of income users to target with your job ad, you wanted to discriminate, which you should be able to do anyway, because it's just stupid that all the people are doing is discriminating right before you hire anyway, as we all know. But you could find the top 10% of income zip codes in the United States and just target them versus like the United States as a whole. And you would effectively work around that limitation of only being able to target all income users if you really only had to or wanted to have your job ad show up for somebody that's in the top 10% of income demographic, because you can't hire somebody unless they're in the top 10% of income demographic. And there's a way to kind of go sort of around these, you know, the neutering of the targeting, if you will, if you show up eligible parentheses limited there in terms of your campaign status, to still hyper target on these levels. So with that said, though, I'll pretty much just wrap it up with that. That's the basic information I could tell you about this particular campaign status. and what you can do to get around it, how it'll affect you if you have it. And with that said, if you like the video, I would appreciate it if you would give it a like. If you have any questions about anything I covered today or any ad-related question at all, whether it has anything to do with this particular campaign status or not, leave me a comment below. I get back to every single person who leaves me a comment on this channel within a couple days' time as a way to get back to the users for watching my channel. Beyond that, if you like the content on this video, I have a ton of other content on this channel that you should watch and should consider subscribing, as this is the best content you're going to find on YouTube on how to actually make money with your ads. Why? Because I manage dozens of ad accounts on an ongoing basis myself and do the strategy for all of them myself. And the information I'm giving you on this particular channel is what works personally for myself and what I found doesn't work. So it's coming straight from the source. Whereas other YouTubers, they're not really running, having clients or anything like that, which makes the information valuable. If you like my work here on my channel, I also have a blog at guaranteedppc.com/blog, where you can also find advice from myself in written form on how to make money with your ads in a guaranteed way that we use to guarantee our clients results at our firm. I also have a column at entrepreneur.com that you can follow me and my written material there as well, with similar information on how to make money with ads in today's environment. If you are looking for somebody who can manage your campaigns that can do it better than anybody else can and will guarantee your results, reach out to my firm at guaranteedppc.com. I'll give you a free analysis of what you're doing. If it looks like we can work together, there's a good fit, we'll guarantee you a certain amount of increase in sales results on your campaigns without taking a fee up front. And we're the only ones out there doing anything like that. But obviously you have to be a good fit. You have to have something that looks like it will do well, but I'd love to hear from you to give you that kind of analysis and let you know what we can do and estimate how much sales results we can get for you. Furthermore, if we've worked in your industry before, even if you're not looking to work with an ad agency like mine, we have templates that work in your industry that you could literally copy paste the results you're looking for into your ad accounts. The ads, the landing pages and stuff that work for your industry, and we can tell you what results you can get with those templates up front. And what this is going to do is save you a lot of time and money figuring out what we had to figure out in your market already that we spent years figuring out already. So if you're not looking for an agency to work with but want really quick, good results for less than you could generate for them on your own in terms of trial and error, reach out to me. I'll let you know if we worked in your market before and what we would charge in terms of a fee to give you all the things that we're using in that industry to get results already. But with that said, I'll wrap it up with that. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in my next video where we have another great strategy available for you to make some more money for yourself then. See you later.